Media Choice Television, its associate and affiliates may not be liable for views expressed on the show. Viewer discretion is advised.
Mbalamusizaako nnyo nnyini ddala oli ku Media Choice Television. Nsaba gwawulidde ogambe munne nti yali TMO yafuuka Media Choice. Yenze Ssaalongo Kanka Kapita natuddeyo dda okubaweereza, sijja kubalwisa. Olugudde mu matu ga Yozefu Tamale mirundi siniya nti Ssaabalamuzi aliko ensangi zino Alfonso Owiny Ddollo yeesitudde n'agenda mu Bwakabaka bwa Buganda n'alaba Charles Peter Mayiga Katikkiro okumutwalira obubaka obw'okwetondera Kabaka n'Obwakabaka bwa Buganda ekivudde mu mize emirundi toyinza kikkiriza. Amukubidde oluyimba n'ebigambo byayogedde wano ebitakkirizika bimu ku byogenda okulaba olunaku olwaleero.
Owiny Ddollo, 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 Owiny Ddollo.
Mu pulogulaamu y'olunaku olwaleero gye tunaatera okutandika essaawa eno Tamale emirundi siniya ampadde akatambi tokasubwa kano ng'akatambi ye kennyini muzeeyi Tamale emirundi agamba nti yakasipayinga ku bamafia nga bateesa engeri gye battamu abantu n'okubaggyamu organs.
Those trouble are rooted from the fact that we have people who have started the black market operations and they don't know how to deal with the main core. We are looking at enacting a law that can really help every one of us. But the whole problem here is we still have black market operations. Some of the doctors are doing black market operations where they go remove the kidneys from the people, and at the end of the day, they find challenges discarding the corpses. Look at these boys who are covered in septic tanks.
Mukatambi ke kamu kano kaanika abamafia abo bagamba nti kyewuunyisa ne mu ggwanga Uganda wagenda kuteekebwawo etteeka erikkiriza omuntu okuwaayo ogani ye. Kino nno nga ye agamba nti kyekweseemu abatunda organis okusobola okuzijja mu bannayuganda nga bwe babadde bakikola ne bafuna obutitimbe bwa ssente. Ogenda kusinziira ku pulogulaamu eno ozuule ng'oggyeko akatambi ako mu kalindirire. Mu pulogulaamu eno mwennyini ayina ekigambo ky'agambye omunene asembayo mu ggwanga lino kambateereko katini ndyoke ntandike.
This is when Museveni will go and apologize for what. Museveni will have to go to Obukulembeze and apologize.
Wakati w'ebigambo ebyo nga sinaba kutandika butereevu ate kansooke mbabuulire. Twandikoze Contractors and General Suppliers Uganda Limited beba contractors abazze okugondeza biwali olowooza nti bizibu babifuule ebyangu ddala. Bakunoonyeza okukuguza ebibanja n'ettaka eggimu kw'osobola okulima oba kw'osobola okukolera pulojekiti yonna gye waalyagadde ku bbeeyi esinga obulungi mu by'ettaka ate ng'ettaka lyabwe teririiko nkaayana. Basima amazzi g'omu ttaka ne bagasembeza n'owona bbiiru z'amazzi ezo ezitatadde ate ng'era balina hardware ejjudde ebintu bakuguza ebintu byonna ebya hardware ne babikuleetera nga kw'otadde okuva ku mataffaali n'omusenyu n'obuntu bw'olowooza nti butono nnyo babulina era basobola okubanga babukuguza. Kuba ku nnamba z'amasimu ago ze zatwandikoze Contractors and General Suppliers Uganda Limited tojja kwejjusa. Njagala okutegeezaako nti okuzimba amaka amagumu osobola kukozesa abasikawutu abayitibwa aba Stone Roofing. Aba Stone Roofing and Construction Company ng'erinnya bwe ligamba zimba amaka ku mayinja. Ejjinja ly'aba Stone Roofing ye brandi yaabwe abasajja bazimbi abasikawutu. Beesige basikawutu beesimbu bawa omulimu gw'okuzimba okukubira pulaani saako n'okubanga batetenkanya kapolotikoyina akatono basobola n'okuyambako okuguza ettaka eritaliko nkaayana oba okucekingira eriryo n'okubeererawo singa oba olina ly'ogula bo naddala mu abali e Bulaaya. Abantu bano aba Stone Roofing bajja kusobola okubeererawo ng'ogula. Saaviisi eyo mbasaba mugyeyambe nnyo musobole okubanga mugiraba.
Nabagamba tewali mbeera mbi tewali nnungi. Ne mbagamba one president provoked aba opposition n'abali mu nnyumba ye into another campaign. Omwaka gumu bwe guti kati olaba succession battle. Ne mbagamba Museveni threw out a corpse and the cannibals came fighting. We know where each wound. Kati yategeera it is better to handle this situation early than waiting to the 24. batuze 24 tomanya kakati Museveni is in a position even if he makes a reshuffle now not dropping aba minister bonna what can they do can they afford to sustain their campaign for the next 5 years
bajja mukuba
tebasobola anti bajja olowooza balina ki why do you expect that all ministers were running away to contest as speaker tebalina sente Museveni's ministers are just bapakasi the money once they pass a budget tumwebaze gulu nentuyako akakasajja n'obutemu bwako nobuno ogenda buulira ne lwabo these people have a government within bwe bakujoga bujozi ewange bajjayo 5 billion
bwe bayisa budget bo be basijja
bajjayo mbwembwa bakanyuke kasasiro ngani agenda kasasiro I rejected kasasiro appointment that's why I've written a book and when I tell you I've written it's already there I've written the Kidoli and the Mupakasi politics. Once they use you in the government, you were Mupakasi. They can afford for you, even if it is a campaign, you cannot have money. No. When it comes to Museveni's campaign, it's not your phone opondo. No, they bring Dombo. Because Dombo is an agent of Luaboko. For you are there Mupakas. When the money comes, no.
But Uganda's mafia is very powerful.
Yes.
I can't imagine.
Anti baba yoga.
They affect revenue.
They
revenue.
I have
appointments.
Anti byonna mbigana. Nze byonna mbigana. Kakati kankubulire. Era bwe bamala okukozesa nga bakusuula. Kujirikiti. Kakati ate bwe bamala okusuula ne bategeerayo nti mission. Now they are looking for me. Why? Luaboko is trapped. Akitegedde ali trapped mu case ali trapped kuba president mpagira mukozi ya dangolinga money mbwandagire when you get this money go home stupid go and let mukampa nalisigenda mutire ekyankwanza nalisigenda kubali kwa nesezala we yewuni I'm a bitter man.
I see.
Somebody Langa Bizinensi said you see you have started attacking the president. No, even the president has not rewarded me because I've seen many cases where money intended for certain purposes and is diverted. Museveni pays back.
I see.
Museveni paid me this money. Luaboko grabbed it, but Museveni did not give me another money. Why? In my opinion, he believes, the family believes that I can be humiliated by Luaboko.
I see.
Because of this money. No, I cannot. I have principles.
I see.
Yes, sobola. Era mukubye nakkiriza ne mukatambi munakkiriza sijja kwogera na lwabo
muzeyi mu parliament baleseyo tayebwa eyali agamba nti president bamulondere mu parliament zino si mission za Museveni zonna
Museveni ye kankubulire let me tell you but Lwabogo kyagoba ali amugezi nti Lwabogo yasooka nakuba ono omukazi
gundi
amongi namuteekako gundi naweereza gundi Akatambi Ssenyonyi ne Zake si bantu bannufu. Yes. Bamala okuba amongi Lwabogo yategeererawo. Lwabogo new. Kubanga ze baga nti Lwabogo asobola okumpabira mu kooti rimwe gahead. I have videos, I have what? You will be the loser. I will humiliate him even more. Kati Lwabogo alina strategy ya kufuga gwanga atolokosi. Yategeererawo. Yaleeta olanya. Era nina meeting. I have a meeting where he gave Nankabirwa 5 billion to Kubanga. He has a belief, a wrong belief, that Kataga was giving me money. Nachobe was giving. No chobe. Never could tell Mamigo. No Sigalango Bacolera. What is the woman on Abiravana? Abantu and Baku yoga, Tobacolera. Muababa Colera Mubaresu to yoga. Tobacolera.
Bebasse to
Kirichiba Winiri. Ubakere Chitia which were Uniri. Ubaku yoga to gain you. Bataba
Bagala Cassette.
Neda, would you see? Nogisi. Baja Banas and Nogis, Muja Pakutan in Yuma. Muja Pakut in Yuma. Baja Kunamam Wakut in Yuma. Muri King in Yuma. You really the Anna says. No. This government found us here and this will go.
Yes. Kisule.
Yes, Kisu. Or Duke to Tunamabega.
Abapianga,
whatever was even
Abapianga Baja.
Nabonga Baba Joga. Until Rana would have a joke. Wama Muzanya. There is no rise and rise and rise.
Tosuubira muzeeyi nti ekiresa tayibwa kuyisawo kyakulondera president mu parliament.
Bamuleete. This is when Museveni will go and apologize to Obote. Like this man who has apologized.
Are you serious?
Mmengo. Museveni will have to go to Obote's Malala and apologize. Because Obote in 1980 did not contest the standing. And Museveni went to the bush. If Museveni reaches that level of the president not fearing the public, amending the core of the constitution, then we shall accompany Museveni. Museveni will be required to go and do what?
Apologize.
And apologize to
the grave of Obote.
Yes. Kwanga bonda bafana baje kuba bafanaganya yero aboga ati abantu bati abantu no if you fear the population will reject you by kumrugudu muduke temukyalina kyakola abantu beetamiddwa obujozi people are noise
obujozi bususe mu ggwanga
people angati bantu bakoyo obujozi bantu bakoyo okubajooka obujozi bwonna buwunyiddwa buli omu awunyiddwa obujozi mu nnyumba ye buli akoze namu agenda akaba buli akoze namu kuba bo balowooza nti bamala okujooga bakuyitayo
bakuwa obwa advice
abakuteekawo ne bagatta ne bakusaasira me to work under with the kusaasira then why did I go to school ndeka ngende
naye Museveni buli kintu kyagala akiyisaawo nakino kyali referendum mu parliament kenalabyo tayebwa kyaliyitawo
kyebaagala kinaagudde bwakiteeka ku referendum ajja kulaba abategeevu and this country has already been surrendered to the international community.
I see.
The humiliation of Putin has sent a lesson to dictators.
Yes.
I want to tell you. Kati aina Russian weapons. Take them to the museum.
I see.
They are useless. The Ukraine war has an impact on dictators.
I see.
It has empowered the population. If Ukraine can take on a dictator like Putin, yes, and people are ready, everybody is ready.
The rest of the
to undermine the democracy in
the rest of the countries that lean on Putin. What has happened in Ukraine, where you see, why are they fighting? They have enjoyed the freedom. They don't want to see the Soviet Union back through the back door. Ugandans have enjoyed democracy. Bamukyawa ensi yakyawalwabo is the most hated people. Empunu emukuba ekyo ne bwe munamwisawo abampunu pate mutuusewa
empunu oye empunu ejja mukuba ekyo
abampunu pate mutuusewa
tayinza kujja but where I beat Museveni nti I'm seeing a replica of the Kenyan politics.
I see.
Nti Kenyatta taking advantage of his old age, but they did not kill people. Ngabana. Ne mutta abantu mu malwaliro, enkya ne muleeta mu cabinet neeyise etteeka ebakkirize mutte mu gavumenti ya Museveni.
Bakkiriza otwala organism. Nga teeka
ddala. Amalwaliro genda kuwulira akatambi. Saagala na kwogera nnyo. Njagala akatambi kano bannange buli omu akawulira akaweereze munne mutegere eggwanga litulimu. Nti kabinenti y'eggwanga eya Museveni yagenda mu nsiko ng'abantu basse babavunaana kutta abantu ereeta etteeka eriyamba okutta abantu. Naye kambabuulire amalwaliro bajja gookya badokita bajja kubatta abantu tebajja kugenda amalwaliro ga Museveni. If you pass that law you are just joking. Never slave traders basooka ne baliresisting you must abandon. Tugenda kuwandika abaana b'abantu abafudde batunda amayumba gammwe batunde bufaamu bwammwe batunde ki omuleezi ono tajja kujooga nseene ensi tugimukwase agifuule lufulaye oba atutte naye bali mukwale bamutta bajja kusiikula wano revolution nti mu gavumenti ya Museveni cabinet neeyisa nga ogamba kutta bantu ngenze n'okugenda kuba akatambi kaggweeyo kuba akatambi ensi etegeere gavumenti ya Museveni weetuuse.
Nga tonagenda muzeeyi njagala kukubuuza ani ayagala osaanyawo essomero lya Deodati
anti
ery'ekisubi?
Yes.
Simaaka
anti gundi mwe yasomera I told these people ne mbagamba nti muhooze abasinga muhooze has Catholic links bali ku buli kaseera gundi byagenda kazimba kuba kazimba ali mu bya organism kazimba n'abakatuliki balina bye bamwogerako. I sent them a message nembaga nti bwe temusobola ensi yabakyawa abakatuliki babakyawa abakatuliki bakyawa abakatuliki bakyawa abalokozi
ani amukuba okumuteeka ebifaananyi
anti ye yasomera mu bakatuliki
by'obusiyazi
nego mubona sonero mwabasa abantu ani anuka yani ewunya nedda yani ewunya mwabasa abantu
naye muzeeyi tunulya ekintu kino omwana wa Bobi Wine bagamba bamusanga n'enjaga ani atunda enjaga mu ssomero ani akukusa enjaga how
oba neruzeje eri yes
sincere but this is a school arrangement
omuwala yasomba omuwala yasombera family omuwala yasomba abawala basomba owange bwasomba mu besas ewange nensombera afaanano azokusanyawo omukoddomi we mu besas okuba n'essomero omukoddomi we gye yasomera oli onoone yewe yasomerayo tibyaliyo naye omulenzi mubi ogenda muwulira ngayo omulenzi mubi omuwala yasomba neggwanga n'alisombera naye ate omuwala ke yasomba nabo bajja kugwa omwala gwe yasomba Museveni bw'anaaba tamukutteeko nabo bagudde n'owulira teepu
Uganda tesobola kukontrolinga bintu bino byakutunda organizi
kuki
mu system babiyisa babikukusa
nedda bakubuulidde tebiyinza kuba bajja batta singa bakakutola singa bakakwata ne bakakunamya ne bakateeka omutayimbwa mu ttako guno mutayimbwa ng'ogw'okumukaaga ne babuyola ne bamukuŋŋanya ne mubusiba emigweno ne kakunama kati ne mukusooseka omutayimbwa eno mu ttako guno okwokya bulekayo okutta abantu bwetaaga kukwatibwako n'amaanyi
okutta abaana babannammwe ne mubatwala ebuwalabu ne mubattirayo
ne mukakwatako ne mukakatabanika akajiji ne mukakunamya ne mukasooseka omutayimbwa omutako eno mu ttako guno okwokya ogw'okumukaaga nono yenyini muno naye ne mukwata ne musonseka omutayi ne mukakwata nakono n'obutu bwako ensi etegeera
mazima
tebajja kutta abantu
nebalekera okutta abantu
akatambi kakube
mazima
teri munnayuganda jagenda mu ddwaliro
mazima
we shall boycott the hospitals
mazima
we shall go back to harbors until this government goes
nsembayo ne
government we rivawo abantu ne badda mu sanity ne bategeera nti amalwaliro temuli kutta abantu nga bano babakutta babakubya babwasizza babuse abantu balidda mu malwaliro tetuyinzako we shall mobilize the people to avoid hospitals
njagala kusembayo muzeeyi n'ekya budget mazima ddala muzeeyi abantu nga baavu kiki ekiziisa olaanya mu buwumbi obuwumbi n'obuwumbi bwa sente
you see ekyo nze tekirina kukinkwatako leadership bw'osoma social development leadership emerges at the surplus level emmotoka za president zinaki olutalo lw'ekkonga amasasi gagula sente mbeka if it is provided for in the constitution nti a speaker a word gets this I don't mind naye ejja kulabayo be bawadde zino aba miliyoni 2 abaaki let it be uniform nti buli alifa ng'abadde speaker is entitled to this where do we read kiva muki bujozi kuba bali bagenda ne muga nti mwe mumuse
naye okusinziira katambi kano muzeeyi ak'obujozi gwasinga mugwe gwe basinga okwogerako aren't you scared of
kuki babatta ofanga ku muntu omwe abaganda bakuga nti empande emu teyiwa ekiso nanyini nsakkiriza ntasobola
bakunonyereza omukazi gwe kenyini bakwegezezaamu bakubidde omwana
bani babattira
don't you fear being killed by the
babatta emmandu ekubwa
mpulira
mbagala kuki nabeera nabo emyaka 14 manyi kye bagaba ne kye batagaba bayisobola kunkomya oba bayinza okumpita ewange ne bankomyawo n'emmotoka zaabwe bajja zitwala n'abaserikale babatwala because the aim yali yakunteekaawo bakomyewo ekidoli bajja mu kidoli fomu bantwale no
ate ekidoli kitya muze
anti ekidoli politics means titusooka ne tukozesa obupakasi kakati wetumala okukozesa obupakasi ewange yajjayo 5 billion nagandi navumye nazaalawo kakati teyategeera nti he will need me olwava mu office ne bagiteekamu ssente ne beeyagala embwa ne bakanyuka kasasiro neŋŋaana okugenda kasasiro siririnnya kasasiro teri mwana wa mirundi yalinnya kasasiro temayinza kutujoka kutuuka bumu temayinza kutusuula kasasiro temayinza kutusuula kujirikisi twaliwo nga temunnabeerawo akasasiro nakagaana ajja muwumulimu katabanikakaji nolinja kutta nenja kutta ekinnumye mutuuse emyaka 6 sikubyeko kamukaasa mutwe nolinja kala muttira kyankwanza mube njabike bababuulire nti mwabizza
akatabi kakwata kuki muzeeyi kano
akatabi kawulize nga bwe bagamba bwe batta abantu bwe basuula mu septic tanka bwe baleese etteeka era basigale nga batta. Slavery people resisted until they were wiped out. If Museveni government passes this law to protect individuals who are killing people, we are auditing those who were killed.
I see.
The UN states 1,300. We are writing, we are auditing. One day this government will be no more.
I see.
Bali bakwata sibe basinza amini amani.
Mazima.
Temusobola. Museveni would have surrendered them in total. Mwatta abantu.
Ate oli mukowe munange.
Boyogerako bantu banene mu lwaki yeyakkiriza twengege oyagala bwa papa lwaki
boyogerako bantu
nidde ye yawunye
bali close
yawunye akkirize yawunya kati wagira ono family ya Museveni kati mulimu omuntu ogwo balina mwaka 2 tyaka nako bakazikize
nanti bano bagenda bimuyingizaamu tiye yatulagira
naye bagenze ekisubi ndi musiyazi omuwala yasomba abawala basomba ate Museveni yagamba
oyo mu family
mukyala mukwaya yabagamba nti omwana oyo bawala na muwala naye omuwala yatusomba
bwe yabalabula
omuwala yasomba. In fact it should be a law nti a person to marry the daughter of the president must receive vetting from parliament. Yes,
neravu bagivetinga
kati oyo yajoza eggwanga lyonna lwaki kuba yawasa is protected.
Tekirawe kiri mu parliament nti omukaina power yonna mu parliament ya Uganda.
Not surrendering a criminal, panicking like this.
I see.
This is my first time to see Museveni trying to protect a criminal.
I see.
A suspected criminal. To the extent tebakola neteke mukabe nnyo ekyo owinye Ddollo. That's how they pamper Mmengo. Katikkira kati tugenda kuleka obugalu bindi kati tugenda kuleka humbled.
Owinye Ddollo yetonze.
That does it mean
yetonze in writing.
How does it mean tibona osaliranga omuganda omusango kabaka nayombanga oguddamu owinye Ddollo bwana asalanga omusango ku muganda kabaka nakola ki nayomba ng'aguddamu owinye Ddollo
yavumya abaganda n'amala neyeetonda
yawasa muganda obote yawasa abaganda nga yabakuba owinye Ddollo kati oyo yawedde bamwadde amagezi agenda afukamire ze sisobola me I resign and go home.
Ate abaganda bali bajja mutabukira.
I resign nawasa muganda mukulu wakika kagenda kulega entwi n'obugalu bindi wako bonna kabulege kagenda kulega entwi yako kapeno mwalabye amanyi ga kabaka owinye Ddollo.
We are looking at a number of things that we need to fix together. Because if you try to look at all the dynamics, it is pointing at one place. Reorganize yourself, review all of the instances that have happened for all the time before. Then you streamline your projection in terms of programs and activities that you really need to do. From there, I believe there are certain observations we have to consider. Currently, when you look at the case ongoing, you realize many people are coming on course. And on that course, getting troubled, getting injured, and culpable to the situation, it has a lot of demands that we really need to put together. The efforts and fix. I cannot tell you that there are clarities to certain things that have not happened yet, but I'm very certainly sure that incidentally, we have situations ongoing. As a person, when you look at the media frenzy and look at what Tamale is doing, it is quite cumbersome, troublesome, and of course denting our names, image, legacy, and all that. The solution should not be sought from Mr. Tamale. No. I believe if we take a check through these media personalities, presenters, moderators, and all that, I believe we can do something stronger, except for one channel, which is an online YouTube channel. But my research team was telling me that Peter is a person you can discuss with. Told him to eliminate most of those recordings that are really proving to be troublesome. And I believe that can be done. So, looking at how things are happening in this country, then the internal affairs, I could call it the private internal affairs, then as a group, as a foreign fellowship, there are certain things we need to be doing and reviewing. As you're listening to me right now, there are certain things that have been happening. Though we've not been meeting quite often to share the things I'm very sure you should know that are really taking place. And somebody is expanding the space to accommodate all of us in this trouble of the organ trade, which I believe can be undone if we allow or accept to work in groups, to work intelligently and diligently. Now, for the people I've shared with, some of the information that has been coming in, you must be fully aware that every time the case advances, it gallops more people into this trouble. Secondly, I have belief that the court or the prosecutor hasn't fully collected all the necessary evidences to strictly pin down anyone, but much of it is hearsay. And even when, as most of us believe, that the Tamale submitted some recordings, they are also subjected to thorough verification process. And the recording method has to be reviewed to the prosecutor. And as well, the prosecuted should also be notified of how it all happened, which I personally believe Tamale really cannot do. So, much as the trouble is apparent, there are still so many scapegoats and the advantages we still can take a chance with. So, that is what I would hope. Digest into our mind, we come up with a fruitful discussion. I thank you.
Thank you very much. So, that is very good, very good. Currently, there are certain people who have been trying to help us from different countries, some of whom are business partners, some are just friends, and others are sympathizers. Some of them are in a business, and this is a very good business. So we have been tormented psychologically by the fact that the media has tried so much to press this. And because of the internal job, look at our colleague, who is now facing a lot of trouble. And those trouble are rooted from the fact that we have people who have started the black market operations and they don't know how to deal with the main core. We are looking at enacting a law that can really help every one of us. But the whole problem here is
We still have black market operations. Some of the doctors are doing a black market operation where they go remove the kidneys from the people, and at the end of the day, they find challenges discarding the corpses. Look at these boys who are recovered in the septic tanks. Because now it is the mantra. It is the chant. Everybody is looking for that get to rich quick scheme, operation. And the reality is profiting because there is very, very great need. See how motivated people want to get a donor. Trying all types of matches so that he gets a kidney. At the end of the day, he's gone. But how many people have been killed in that manner? How many people have been extracted from Dubai, from the United Arab Emirates, and have been taken elsewhere? So that is where the major problem comes from. So we need to clean up this business. If we clean it up, there is no need to get worried with the Tamale and whatever it's doing. So the moment we get all of this moving, we can overcome the situation.
Yes, I think that's a very good point.
Exactly. This is what I've been telling everyone. That no matter what you're going to go through, first and foremost, look at how clean you get out of a transaction. If you live with dirty hands, it is going to follow you up. And the karma is a bitch, it's going to catch up with you. So that is where major challenges have been rooted from, and this is why the court process is ongoing. But I told you earlier on, we have hospitals that can do that, but very many people choose to do dark operations, and they end up killing the people, and then discarding the corpses because you still have to hide, take off the evidences. Previously, banning the bodies beyond recognition was the mantra, but it no longer works. It doesn't work still. Forensically, or through autopsy, you can find out exactly what killed the person. So then we have to go deep down the road to reorganize the sector, legalize the business, and then we have clearly known registered agents who even pay taxes. We also start a donation scheme, and to catch up, because if every person can reap between 700,000 to $1 million US, that is good money. That is good money. So instead of doing it illegally, because most of these people doing it illegally, kittens, they get something like 200,000 US. But the other cost is paying the agents that get involved, secondary disposing of the corpse. So that is where the whole problem comes from. So we need to address these things like intellectuals, like serious people. We shall not be giving room to people like Tamale to find a ground to destroy us. It is really very important. So this is what a new chapter should look like. We can even overcome this case that is ongoing in Hague, that gets trashed and rubbished. And indeed, that is what we are racing towards. Nobody's going to get on the plane to do that, no. This is a global business, more practiced in China, Taiwan, Bangkok. So, what the hell do they want that we cannot afford? We can afford to reorganize the country, reorganize the sector, and to all of that. I no longer want to be involved in the politics, which politics has really destroyed me. There is bigger money. There is bigger money. I know everything is getting stale, but we can reactivate it. We can refranchise it. We can, make it good business again. So that is what I'm looking at. So let us reorganize ourselves and do something pretty good and around. So if people like Tuwini have always decided to be good agents in this and that, Yes, then you end up killing all your relatives just because you need some money. Then at the end of the day, you dispose them of in the septic tank. The only option is he has to run, because that's the information reaching me that he has been doing such a thing. Because really, I've been looking at the schemers who have been trying to destroy this business, killing people deliberately. And the vice is just on the increase. The next victims are going to be the prostitutes. The prostitutes. So because there is a growing cartel that is supposed to run this back operation, and we should not allow it, we should kill it, because all we need is to legalize this business and make it proper so we don't get red flagged by the United Nations. So I hope I'm very clear.
Yes, thank you very much. I get you quite well, and I believe a lot can be done out of that.
So this is always what I've been telling you, but it is really very important, very, very important. So why should we waste a lot of time? Everybody seated here, you must be able to understand that we have a long stake to take. Okay? So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we now have a point, and I can also call it a point of reference, which can really help us to improve ourselves. You see, a lot of trouble has been ongoing, but as you know, when you go to Europe, the lawyers are doing a great toll to deter what once appeared to be a bigger case, a case against human rights. And the good thing was our lawyers went and brought on board different lobbyists to go and explain to the prosecutor. Now, I think we have a better way to handle this case without much trouble and without having to spend a lot of money. Because every other time it is weakening, we are now asking for conclusive statements, which conclusive statements should determine if there is a case to answer or nothing at all. Currently, none of our hands here is stained with blood, and that is really very important. It is very different from the other situations as it all started. That how are you involved? And I'm looking at Muran Martinez's sentence being reduced for he was just a corporate businessman who was dealt with the legit agents, though with the hands of dark operations, especially incidents that were happening in Libya and Egypt. I think even Yemen, I think that is where his case rotated around most of the time. Here Uganda, it was a frenzy of just a lot of rumor and all of that. And possibly people like Tamale who, broadcasted that, gave it the hype in a catalytic way. So, we can overcome that. That's what I believe we can. So, I still don't keep worrying because I know we certainly have a choice and we certainly have a chance to survive this. At least time has healed a lot of fears, and looking at the odds, I think we are getting better odds as we move further. So I thank you very much. Thank you. That is very good. So we need to have something. The statements that have been submitted, of course, they are conclusive, and they are creating room for a second thought by the prosecutor. So they received them. We are expecting maybe Thursday to have a sitting where the court, the prosecutor shall also produce a statement to tell us what comes next. So that is the whole thing. it's a dung of things, but I believe you're going.